attributes that I would use to describe the Contact Center Executive Exchange would be intimate, great contacts, and new ideas.
Personal, interactive, and educational.
Connectivity, informative, and casually professional.
Effective, efficient, and personal.
Informative, productive, and intimate.
The Contact Center Executive Exchange is intimate because they're really purposeful about who they invite to the event. I've been to some other events where the level of individuals there might be a bit more varied, and I really appreciate that this is truly an exchange for senior level folks to get together and exchange ideas. I think it makes for a richer network and more value add in terms of time spent.
This is probably my fourth or fifth IQPC exchange. I go to a number of them. What keeps bringing us back is actually the ability to connect with those higher level positions, with those major companies that we are looking to build that relationship and partner with. The environment provides that intimacy to be able to connect with people on a personal level, because we're all human beings. And human beings make decisions about business.
Having it in a small, intimate way with a smaller number of vendors really does add value to the whole experience. So, to me, it's a good time to reevaluate even some of the vendors you have, and also gain access to new technologies you may not know exist. So, coming to an environment where there isn't a lot of advertising or sales approaches to it, I think is really valuable.
We would definitely come back to the exchange. We had a wonderful time. Part of our experience here was a personal dinner with a couple of the delegates. And we had just a great time getting out and just learning more about them one-on-one, getting outside of just that business setting, and making sure that as we all interact on our daily lives and in the business world, it's much more rewarding to have a personal experience and actually build those personal relationships. So we had about 10 business meetings with delegates this week, and we're planning to follow up with every single one of them.
I've already connected with 4 vendors that I'm going to follow up with. They're actually coming to our contact center and having some follow-up meetings with my team, so it's a win-win for me.
When you're dealing with decision makers and you're working together, there's more value. And so you have the opportunity to really find out from the people that are driving the business where it's going. You learn from the speakers that are providing the products and solutions, and you kind of work together.
So I think the really important thing that happened is the questionnaire that was sent out ahead of time. In the answers for some of the folks who filled it out with thoughtful responses, it really tailored all of the conversations that I had. It allowed me to understand who they were, what their struggles were, what was on their roadmap for their strategies for this year and the coming years, and really allowed us to have a thoughtful, meaningful conversation about them.
I think what makes it effective is the whole process before you get here. So working with all of the individuals in order to make sure that you get the right meetings with the right people. It initially seems like a lot of work up front where you have to go through and answer a bunch of questions, but when you actually get to the conference, what you find out is, or what I found out is that you're meeting with people who are actually going to provide you benefit. So I don't need to go and do a lot of work around finding out who do I want to meet to solve this problem, or who's interested in meeting with me in order for them to help me solve a problem. That a lot of that work gets done by the team behind the scenes. I've met a lot of individuals here that will get some case studies for and see if we can do some business with them later on.
Where else would you find an opportunity to come in and meet the leaders within the same industry together? Value is just enormous. You can't get this type of education in a university, and where the content is fresh and up to date. Ideas are innovative and futuristic. Technology is future proof, and you have a sneak peek into what is being worked upon for future.
We do have plans to attend 4 IQPC exchanges this year throughout the spring and the fall months.